our channel, Exploring It All. I'm Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad will re-explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, deer and aquarium, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Thanks for watching!
Thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl. And welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Exploring It All. As you can see, I have a few items piled on the table here. We're just going to do a quick unbagging of our latest Grimm Workshop tool. But just to show you, we do have some reviews coming up. Yes, another Leatherman. I am waiting to get one more item to review with that. I've got a couple of the accessories, and obviously we have a few more knives and whatnot. Joint review with this knife and another knife with Miraculous Girl. So, you'll see this little knife sitting up here. My dad found this knife when he was a kid back in the 1950s in his uncle, my great uncle's yard. I'm not sure if that yard was located in San Bernardino or Idaho. They had a farm up there called Roth Farms in Idaho. This knife is this particular style. My dad actually wants me to grind this down so it'll make it more of a point. Obviously, it's very worn. I want to be real careful with it. I'd really not like to do anything to it, but he wants me to, and it's his. So, but it says Production Award, President's Month, 1939, and it was given to Ronald Bechtold. If anyone thinks they know a Ronald Bechtold, comment in the comments. Anyway, it's one of these style little knives here, and it is by a company called B&B out of St. Paul, it looks like. Yes, St. Paul, Minnesota. Anyway, so let's get on with it here. We have the Grimm Workshop. I am not surprised by this because I know exactly what is in it. I'm using my Victorinox Hunter Pro M. It's one-handed opening, but not closing. But I love the sound of it. So, anyway, great knife. Really like that. Anyway, so let's get started and see what's in the bag here. Let's dump it out. Wow, that just fell right out there. Okay, so, how did that, oh, this little bag split. Okay. So, this bag is not as full as some of our past bags have been. Here's our card. I'm going to set this off to the side so I can read about it. So, first up, we have a lock-picking card. Now, I am no lock-picking expert. I've never attempted to do it, even though I have a test lock, training lock, that you can use to do that with. And here it is, and I have it out because, like I said, I already knew what was in here. So here's this training lock, and I'm going to be careful because there's a spring thing that pops out on this. So inside of this lock, you can see all your pins and all that kind of stuff. It comes with keys. I think I got this one from the Readyman company, and this is a very good example of showing the difference between the Grimm Workshop cards and other companies. Now, there's nothing wrong with Readyman. They're former military and stuff. But their card comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tools. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tools. To me, it looks like the Grimm Workshop tools are better designed as far as they're longer, whereas the Readyman ones have some short ones and some long ones, so some of those short ones might not be real good for you when trying to pick a lock. One thing that is unique regarding the Grimm Workshop ones is, and you have to be able to pry them off the cards here, but once you get it to where you can get a grip on it, they have a sticky back retention system. So once you use it, if you keep it in your wallet or whatever, you can put this back onto the sticky back and it will stay there, with some exception. And I'm going to take this out. I can already tell that this is, the Ready Man cards are much thinner. So if you have an older, say, rusted out lock that you're trying to pick or something, your picks may bend on you. Whereas the Grimm Workshop ones are much thicker. If you can see, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on that. Let's see here, trying to find something that's somewhat comparable. And once I break off this Grimm Workshop, of course it's just going to go back in this thing, but once I break it off, these are very bendy. Because this is thinner. You can feel it. You can even see it. I don't have a micrometer, so I can't go in and mic these, but this is twice as thick. It looks like this is sandwiched 2 layers. So this is twice as thick as this. Anyway, so that just goes to kind of show you about some of the, and I'm not saying the Ready Man one is a knockoff or anything by that means. It's just a different company. Obviously, the tools are totally different. But this retention system is what really makes a big difference with the Grimm Workshop cards. So, that said, I've really gone into that. That card is valued at $19.95. That card is worth the cost of the box. This bag costs $20. It's a monthly subscription. It costs $20 flat fee, no additional charges. That's what it costs. Next up is a premier item. This is a new item, and this is their ferrocerium rod dog tag tool. So you have a ferro rod in the middle of this, and let's see here what this card says. Here's the card with instructions, and I guess I should show you the card. Here's the lock pick card with very limited instructions. It doesn't tell you how to pick locks or anything. You're going to have to YouTube that if you want to find out. So this one, it says the Hot Shot Fire Starting Dog Tag is a complete fire kit put into a necklace, size tools. The Hot Shot includes a custom-made ferrocerium bar and is completely constructed of high carbon steel, so any part of the tool can be used to strike your ferro rod. The Hot Shot Dog Tag is the same size as a standard dog tag and can be concealed behind them, as well as worn as is. The Hot Shot includes a flat side to strike your ferro rod, as well as a saw to create sawdust shavings. Each item can be removed and used and then put back into the cart. Okay, well, the only item that can be removed is the ferrocerium rod. And again, I'm gonna have to pry it up. Now, I got this not as the Kickstarter plan, but I got it as part of their, what do you want to call it? Pre-order program. And I bought all 3 cards. I got a card, I got the mini, the micro, and the dog tag. Now, I wore the dog tag for a minute. I had taken the ferro rod off. I hadn't really struck it and put it on. My ferro rod fell out. So I highly recommend, if you are going to wear this as a dog tag, that you put another card over the section with the ferro rod. Because it is not going to be as accessible. Yeah, it's not going to be as accessible, but it will keep you from losing the ferro rod, in which case, and you may be able to order an additional ferro rod. Now, you can kind of push this from behind, but the very first pull, I had to really pull it on. And if you press it on harder, maybe it would stay. Maybe it was my fault. I don't know. But anyway, so this side has been filed a little bit. So it is kind of sharp on the edge. And I'm probably going to have to get some of the shavings off of it. Of course, it's very small, so it's going to be harder to get your spark on it. You guys probably saw the spark. Though it does spark, it might take some work to get your spark though. So anyway, that is the ferro rod. It would be your backup to a backup. I wouldn't plan on it as being your everyday fire starter. Anymore, they've been putting ferro rods in. You can replace your toothpick in your Swiss Army knife and things of that sort. It does come with a dog tag silencer. The silencer will slide on, like I said, so you can add another card over the top of this. You know, maybe a fishing hook card or something. Now the one I bought also came with a magnesium card. This one did not. So you could scrape magnesium shavings and have something, and that magnesium burns really hot and quick. I know. It will burn very hot and very fast. So the other thing is, on this sawback side, it's not very sharp. You are going to be able to get some shavings on it. If you take a small file, you might be able to file that. This also has the adhesive on the other side, so you can actually attach this inside a tin or something like that. And you also get your little chains. So that is the fire starting dog tag tool. And then this month we're back to getting our shaped Grimm Workshop business card. They don't charge for that. And then our two hint and tip cards are how to make cooking flour substitute, which I did read through this in one of my pauses there. You have the acorn flour, and this is very informational. Now, this is a multi-step, multi-day process of making acorn flour. Kind of goes back to Native American heritage roots. They also have an interesting thing about making cattail flour and also making cricket and grasshopper flour. So there's that. And under that theme, you also have a calorie card for grasshoppers and how to cook and catch grasshoppers. So anyone looking into wanting to change their protein intake to grasshoppers, here you go. You have a how to harvest and prepare grasshopper card and how to catch them and all that. So if you're looking to eat some grasshoppers, there you go. Anyway, like I said, this whole kit costs $20 flat. I think it was a good subscription, especially if you're not someone who got their little ferro rod dog tag. They list that at $11.99, and which is $12. They list the cards at $1.85. You got two of those. I think they're a little high on their cards, although it's good information. But in all, I feel like I got my money's worth on it. I'm looking forward to next month's. We've really gotten a lot of specialty ones in the last couple months. And I really like the multi-purpose cards with a knife and fishing hooks, although you can't put fishing hooks on every one. Hunting implements. I don't know, maybe an escape and evasion one would be good. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and really, guys, I appreciate everyone that's subscribing. I appreciate everyone that's watching our channel. And if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. It'll help us get our count up to that magic 1,000 number, which is what you have to do in order to monetize and all that sort of thing, which is something that we would like to do because that would help us expand what we look at. And according to all the analytics that YouTube produces, 90% of my viewership is very high, but 90% of my viewers are not subscribers. So there's that. So guys, thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and remember, be nice to each other.